Okay, so I wasn't sure about their anniversary, but I think I figured out when their anniversary is, so I'm going to try that as the code. So let me get that. '71, and then June 30th, 1971. Okay, June 30th. 71. 30, no. Okay. Well, shoot. I was really hoping that worked. Okay. I feel like the answer is staring me right in the face, and I just can't get it. All right, we got to figure out what time this is supposed to be at. I remember seeing something about her tea times. Now I don't know where I saw that. I know that I freaking saw something that talked about tea times, because it was something that I saw the first time that I walked through this house. There it is. Woo! Almost. Tea time is 3:20 on the dot. Oh, I'm back.
Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there is only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate her for leaving. As per Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add the child to the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what'll happen to you. I have given careful thoughts to your request, and here is my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. It is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you desire to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Henry Johnson. P.S. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it.
Here's what we know right now. Charles was having an affair with Sophia. Charles and Sophia had a son together. Vivian knew about all of it. Charles' mother, Magdalene, also knew all of it. She was coming to visit to remedy the situation. She wanted to keep the boy because it was a boy. And then that letter just told us that Vivian killed Magdalene. And I'm assuming it has to do with trying to save Trisha's spot as the heir. We still have a lot of things that need to be opened, like the safe in Scott's room in the church, as well as that desk. We have Charles's desk and his safe and the desk in Bernard's house. Plus there's that door in the cabin. So just a bunch of stuff that still needs to be opened, and I'm not quite sure how to open it. So what I want to do is head back to the inn and try to find that secret panel again. Okay, so this looks like a panel. I'm just not seeing anything. Like a button or something. These are drawers and just like cabinets, so I don't think that's it. I think it's this over here. I'm just not seeing something to open it. And that kind of looks like a button. I don't know. Maybe over here? Oh, there it is. There's a private investigator in town. Vivian's murder case was never solved. Even now, no one knows what really happened. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian or was just unfortunate. As he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. that it? Just the logbook? I mean, I feel like that didn't really tell me anything that I didn't already know. We opened up that panel and found the logbook, but it really didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. I still have those discs in that safe, but I feel like the one safe in the gallery, I have done every combination I can think of. And then the safe in the bedroom, in Scott's bedroom, could be that date that's on the airplane, but I've used all those dates. Like I've put them in all the ways I can, and that's not working. So I feel like I'm kind of hitting a wall. I was a little lost. I felt like I was at a wall and just wasn't connecting any dots, and felt like this case was going even colder than it already was. So I had come back to the church and had my husband jump on and use his brain power. I did end up coming back here and finding these. The first time I came in here, I didn't realize that they were like locked boxes, which is fine because by that point I hadn't found the photos from the PI, so I wouldn't have known how to get into them. But I came back and I found these boxes, and the only thing that was in them were these letters. And this is from, I'm assuming, a servant or somebody an assistant for Mrs. Roberts, which is Charles Roberts' mother. And it basically just goes through here and says how she believes that there was foul play in Mrs. Roberts' heart attack. And she doesn't call anybody out per name. She has a suspect, but she is not going to say the name in case that is wrong. Anyway, so that's that letter, and that's what was in here. Then I went back upstairs and I was showing him the different safes or the different locked areas. So this one, and we tried a different couple codes and we can't quite figure that one out yet. But I did, because I always felt like there was something about this bookcase. It just looks like it's a doorway. So I was feeling around and I did end up finding this. So we don't have a key to this yet, so we still can't get into it, but we did find that. And so I assume that key is going to open this doorway. So then I had gone back into his room and to this safe, and my husband figured out that date, which was based off of this, which I had tried, but I just wasn't putting in. I had put in like 1985 because it's 4 digits. And then I put in 0503. But he is smarter than me. And so he figured it out. It was 5385, I think is what it was. So anyway, we were able to open this, which had this note in it, saying, let's meet at our secret hideout at 5 p.m., code changed to 8831. So I figured that was the code to the shed that's in the backyard of the mansion. And then there was his diary, which is from 1991. And it really doesn't say a whole lot in here. Nothing that's
too telling. It does talk about the secret room, which I'm assuming is that room that's in the office. So anyway, so then I went ahead and went over to the mansion. So here at the mansion, I went back to the shed area. And that code, 8831, was the code into the shed. So when I came in here, I found these other missing pieces. So I have that code now. And then I found this other diary. So it just talks about how, you know, she really likes Scott and they're secretly meeting and all of that. And then there were 2 keys. There was this one, which is to her room. It says, if I can get to it, it says drawer on there. And then there's this one, which is the attic key. So I am going to go to, oh, and there was this note, which just said that Andrew had borrowed some extra tools. So I think I'm going to go up to Trisha's room to that drawer first. But thank goodness for my husband, because like I said, I was feeling a little defeated. Okay, there's another key. Looks like a house key, it says. Oh, that might be the one. Maybe. Oh, Dorothy. Okay, so we need to go to Dorothy's house. Here, we'll take a picture of that. Oh, I bet that is to that cabinet that there was the picture in the PI's office, or in this drawer. I bet that's the key to whatever that picture is of. Oh, Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. That was the name of the boy. That's what they named the boy. I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later, I heard her arguing with Dad. Oh, just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared as if he had been here this whole time. I bet there's a secret room in that cabin.
Okay. That one say. Oh, yeah, about her books. Oh yeah, and then the other thing that I was able to get into. Wrong way. I was finally able to get into the safe, Charles Roberts safe back here. It ended up being Scott's or Vincent's birthday. And in it was this piece, his diary, which also had this study room desk hint. So it talks about these chess pieces that have had these numbers on them. So king, knight, queen, bishop. So I have those now. So we can go try to open his safe or the desk. And then this, which declares, which basically leaves everything to Vincent Roberts, who was the boy born to Charles and Sophia, in his will. Leaves everything to him. Okay. So let's go open the desk. Okay, so that number is going to be 4571. Maybe I'm missing something. So let's go up to the attic now. Okay, just making sure my flashlight's on. Okay, it goes into the garage. bottle caps. People really just be leaving their diaries everywhere. I think this is Derek's. Yep, that was Derek's. I think there's a little bit of a love triangle between Derek, Scott, and Trisha. Can't open any of these drawers. Well, I need tools, so they need to start giving me some. There we go. Oh. Are you kidding me? Not one single tool from there? Nothing? Ugh. This game is frustrating. You get like one little clue and then like nothing. What is even the point of being able to come into this garage? There was nothing in here. Let's find where Dorothy lives. See if we can get into her house. 40. Okay. This is... What they don't tell you is you might end up dead.
So Dorothy knew as well. And wasn't Dorothy the one that gave Scott that picture that made him like act all weird? I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications of this be?
Of course it's locked. But you're inside the house. I mean, typically doors lock from the inside. So shouldn't you be able to... Oh yeah, I already looked at this. Shouldn't you be able to open it? Doesn't make any sense. Of course it is. I wonder if this is how frustrated like real detectives get when they start like hitting walls and can't find clues or put pieces together. Okay, so we found this cross and it was from Scott to Trisha with a note that said, "Use this, I'll explain everything later." I'm gonna go back to the cabin. There was a picture in the PI's photos or stuff that showed like a secret door that had a key, like that was a cross. I think that it's in the cabin because she mentioned that he would just show up, like maybe there was a secret spot or something. I am not seeing anything in here. So that's it downstairs, which it's locked, so I can't get down there. Well, and this is another reason, is this is about like secret doors. Create puzzles, hidden doors, and hide secrets in plain sight. I don't think it's over here, but that book is over here, and so I'm just looking to see if I missed something. Interesting. I feel like I went through this before. Oh, I think he's starting to put the pieces together. As I laid him down on his bed, he muttered repeatedly, "I'm so sorry, Sophia."
Who's Sophia?
Interesting. How did I not see those before? So I know I came up to this thing. Chest box. Okay, that didn't work. Chest box. Key with a cross engraved. Oh. Chest boxes. A chest box. Just trying to think where I saw a chest box at. Oh, I know. We need to go back to the church. There's a chest of Scott's stuff in the storage room. And then that other key may open Father Matthew's bedroom. So next episode, we will go to the church and see where these clues lead us.